The Pink Phink is the first Pink Panther cartoon. This was released in 1964. It's directed by Friz Freleng and Hawley Pratt, and it's written by John W. Dunn. The animation is beautiful. The music is great. We do have the Pink Panther music, but it does get kind of repetitive. I feel like they could have wrapped this up in half the time and we wouldn't have lost anything. So it's not amazing, but it wasn't too bad. The Pink Panther and a character who ends up being called the Little Man. I'm not sure if he has a name at this point, but they're both painting this house. And the Little Man is painting the house blue. And of course, the Pink Panther is painting the house pink. And because pink is one of my favourite colours, I absolutely love that. That's one of the reasons why I'm drawn to the Pink Panther, because they seem to have a lot of pink in them. That might be a stupid reason to want to watch them, but I can't deny that that's the truth. And the blue colour was quite appealing as well. I think the contrast between the two colours looked really good. It was very visually very engaging. I enjoyed that part of it. But I feel like after a while it became kind of dull and very repetitive, because basically it's just the Little Man painting the house blue, the Pink Panther painting over the blue to make it pink. And there were times when maybe something slightly different happened, or we changed location, so we were in a different part of the house. The house is also very basic. Now, I actually like quite basic, simple animation. In general, I don't like it when cartoons are too busy, when there's too much going on. I prefer things when they're just a little bit cleaner, a little bit neater. But this one, I feel like needed something else, because the narrative is lacking. It's very repetitive. I think we needed something else to look at. And occasionally, we do get that. For example, this might be the thumbnail because it was one of my favourite parts. We do have Pink Panther paw prints at one point, so it's not just the walls that we're looking at, there is something else. But in general, I feel like it was very slow. After about the first minute or two, I kind of realised that this was all we were getting. And that's not to say it needs to have too much more detail to be interesting. There are plenty of cartoons released before this where the entire premise is a character or characters painting a house, and we get a lot of comedy out of it. But this one just didn't seem that well developed. So visually, yes, delightful to look at in terms of the colour palette, but I feel like we needed something else in there visually to make it more engaging, because the narrative itself is very repetitive. So it's not amazing, but it's not too bad. I liked the pink. I liked the colour of the blue. I think it's a very good choice. It worked very well, but it was underdeveloped. So potential, it works okay for a little bit, but the Pink Phink may not be the strongest start to the Pink Panther series.